Oh yes, folks, and on the next project I'm going to sharpen this bow saw. I'm going to explain what the teeth do, and really it's the precursor to the chainsaw. But if there's no fuel around, all of these tools are pretty darn handy. So I must say I'm not an expert at any of this, but I just love to do stuff, and you learn things by doing. Well, we're going to be working on the bow saw, but we need a standard to see how well it does before and after we try and sharpen this blade. So I've just got a 2x4 in my vise here, and I'm going to give it 5 strokes with the bow saw to see how far we go, and then after we sharpen it and improve the cutting characteristics of the blade, I hope, we'll give it another try. So 5 strokes with the bow saw. I haven't used this thing in 10 years, so we'll see how we do here. Not bad. About an inch, 2.54 centimeters. So now it is time to do the blade. Let's get this close here. If you really look at this, if you really look at the edge of this saw blade, that tooth faces that way, and this tooth faces up. And that difference is what the width of the blade cuts. And then I'm going to file the edge of every one and make sure that these rakers, you'll notice that every 5th tooth is a double guy like that. That's a raker, and that kind of cleans out the cut. And we'll make sure the raker is below the tip of these 2 cutters. It's pretty elementary, but there's still a lot of science in it. Science is not a bad thing. Science is a good thing. Okay, tubes. I'm half done the saw for sharpening, and you can see now that this tooth and this tooth are sharp, and this tooth and this tooth are not done. So now I'm going to turn the saw around and do exactly the same thing I just did. And what I did do was, if you watch here, right from there, I went there at about I guess it's a 70-degree angle. There, there, and there. And then I turned around, and I came back, and I went there and there. Whoop. There we go. That's nice. And I did that with each section. Boom, 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 each one. And I'm half done now, as you can see. If you look there, that one and that one are sharp. If you look there, that one and that one are sharp. Whoops, that one and that one are sharp. And if we go back, that one and that one are sharp. And then we're going to turn the saw around because I can't work from the other side of the bench. And we'll do it again. So I'll come back and just shake. Alright, so exactly the same thing again. And the teeth are going to end up in the same spot because the saw is turned around, so they'll end up in the same orientation. That's a big word, orientation. So right now, that one and that one are sharp, and I'm going to sharpen this one and this one. And this one, oops, that one and that one, the ones that are leaning toward you. So I'm just going to do this. Whoop. And I'll just keep going like that. 1, 2, 3. If you count the amount of files, you'll end up with an even blade. So I'm doing 3 light files on each tooth. The first one's the worst one. It's getting all the crap and rust off and everything. And so on. Okay, folks, now I'm just squaring off the rakers, which are in between. There's 4 teeth that you saw, and then there's a raker, 4 teeth, and I'm just 4 teeth and a raker, 4 teeth and a raker, and I'm just squaring them off. Ooh, that's a terrible sound, eh? And I'm just basically taking the rust off of them. And I also did, in the valley on either side of the rake, I took the file marks off. So the rakers, these valleys are what clean out the wood. Alright guys, this is I would think would be the preferred method of sharpening a bow saw if you're in a shop and you have more tools than just the punch. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing one side of the blade just loosely with a adjustable wrench or cousin wrench, and then taking the tooth and with a smaller one and just bending it down a tiny bit and going to every second one. And broken tooth on that one. You don't have to do it much, because actually when you're done you can see the whole tooth is bent. And it's really quite quick. I don't think it'll take me 10 minutes to do this. So now we're going to do 5 strokes with the saw, and we're going to see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I pushed it, and I don't know, maybe it's psychological, but we did do better from there to there.